let's talk about the mind side of it, because a lot of longevity is also the within the spirit and your thinking. I think one of the best ways to enhance your life is to remove at some point of your life the fear of death. when you
Oh,
get when you get that out of the way, it's half the battle, right? So
exactly.
what if you have any speakers this year that are more into maybe the mind aspect of longevity, if it's meditation or if it's hypnosis or uh, any of those kind of protocols.
Dr. Stevens Sideroff, he's going to be talking about the resilience to slow the aging process and the whole mindset around that. He's actually a very renowned psychologist in this field. Also, Naveen Jain, he loves to talk about that because he was just telling me the other day when we had the conversation about RAADfest that he actually how important, because he's doing the work with Biome and a lot of other avenues of longevity that he's working in. But he said, wow, the power of the mind is so important in our attitude and where we set ourselves that way. Also, Dr. Michael Rose, he talks about the wall of death. He said, and he's going to give a presentation. I think that is really profound. I've heard a little bit of it the other day, a little sample of it. Very profound about um, how to get to the place where you're not just living in some type of fantasy about living forever because you don't really believe it. And this is the key for a lot of people. They more like have a wish in it, and he wants people. He's going to show the science that actually can solidify a real, I'll say, belief that immortality, super longevity is really real and it's possible. And he wants to help defer from that presentation people's fears and anxieties. And he calls it, like I said, the wall of death. We have to get the fear, the wall of death. I think that's the way he put it. To get past that wall of death and get all the fear out of us that we can't really. He said more people experience a fear of really living forever than they do of death itself, because it's such an unknown thing. And that's part of the anxiety that people experience the unknown.
Yeah, that's right, James. And what I see is breakthroughs in the field of immune disorders or cancers. I'm working with a lot of peptide scientists that
Great.
are, have a combination of peptides that people don't know what peptides are. They're just a sequence of amino acids. Peptides like thyma alpha syn 1 to boost your immune system. There's breaking peptides out there that are basically blowing up cancer.
Yeah.
These are the things that people are looking to because they've seen a parent or a sibling pass away of autoimmune disease or cancer. So we just have to get the awareness out there, promote these scientists, get them help. That's what I'm kind of doing on the side is helping them fund research through raising money through my investment banking contacts, so they can focus on these things that are available in nature to help us. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Exactly, Brian. That's great.